Hey guys, and welcome back to another Blender tutorial. In today's video, what we're going to be going over is how to create an infinity cove, or a photography cove, or an infinite room, whatever you want to call it, but basically a backdrop for good renders, or for photography, or anything along those lines. And I'll put up on screen now what it is we're going to create if you don't quite know what I mean yet, but these are incredibly useful to just create a nice backdrop for a render, or a photograph, or anything you want, or even if you want to export this to use in Unreal, or anything along those lines. But this is what we're going to be going over in creating today, and it is incredibly easy to do. So without further ado, let's get right on with it. So what we're going to do is I'm just going to delete everything in here. So I'll press A, X, and delete. Obviously you don't need to do that if you don't want, but I'm going to. To create our infinity cove, what we're going to do is press Shift A, go to Mesh, and add in a plane. I'm just going to scale this up a little bit, let's say to this size. It doesn't matter too much, but for me, this is 9.4, so let's just make it 10 meters. Then we're going to press Tab to go into Edit mode, and we're going to press 1 to use Vertices Select. Then we're going to select 2 corners like so. Now you can select 2 corners if you want an infinity cove that has just one back, but I want it to have 2 backs, so I want it to be kind of curved around like this, so I'm going to select these 3 corners. Once you've done that, we're going to press E, and then also Z, to just extrude up on the Z axis like so, going up as high as we want. I usually like to make it around about the same as the floor, so I think this is going to look pretty good for me. Then what we're going to do is go into X-ray mode, and I'm just going to select the 3 vertices again that we originally selected down here. I'm going into vertice mode just to make sure I do select all the ones which I want, and we can go straight back out of that again, like so. Once we've got these selected, all we're going to do is press Ctrl B to bevel it, and we just want to drag this along, and then we can also scroll wheel to make it look a lot smoother, like this. And you can move this and then change how big of a curve you want to have, and again change the scroll wheel to see how much detail you want in it. So obviously the more you have, the more smooth of a turn it is going to be. So I'm just going to bring it out to here and then press left click to do it like so. I'll press Tab to go back into object mode, and you can see we immediately have this here like so. So we now have our infinity cove. We can right click on it and shade smooth, and that will now give an even smoother effect. And then let's just go into texture view, and you can see we now have this infinite cove. You can already see the effect working perfectly. This just looks like an infinite white room. It just looks like one kind of cube. It doesn't look like there's a curve here. And this is the effect we're going for, because essentially what this does is this means you can have a subject in here, so whether that be a person or anything you're taking a picture of or you're rendering, and it looks like it is in an infinite room. So again, this is really useful in real life, so which is why a lot of people do it in Blender as well, or again, if you're doing it in Unreal, I've used this a lot just to create nice backdrops for thumbnails. And that is basically all we're going to go over today. It's that simple. It's incredibly easy to do. What I'm going to do is just import something else which I have. It's just a stool, just to put it in here and show you. So we've now got this stool in here as well. Let me just snap it to where I want it to be. So I think there it's going to be good. And I think that is going to be perfectly fine. Again, you'll notice it's now just in here. Let's also add in a camera down here. Then let's press 0 to look into it. Go to view. And then we will lock camera to view. Now we should be able to just move about like so. And you can see the effect that we're getting here. So it just looks like it is an infinite room. Now obviously there's a little bit of a line here. That's probably just due to my lighting. So obviously lighting is a big thing in this. And again, as you saw with me doing, you can change how smooth it is going to be when you're creating that initial bevel. Let's go back in here. Let's just add in a few lights as well. So also I've done a video in Unreal Engine 5 on creating 3-point lighting, which can also cross over into Blender as well if that's what you wanted to do, but I'm not going to go over that right now in today's video, because all I'm doing is just simply creating this infinity cave. And I think we've managed to do that pretty nicely, like so. But straight away you can see what is happening here. I feel like I've said that quite a lot, but I think again this is going to be it. I'm just kind of going over different effects here. Lighting isn't perfect, but you see this general effect we're having. So I think that'll be it for this video on just creating this very simple effect inside a Blender, but it works perfectly. Again, you can kind of see some lines on mine going down here and along here, but that is again just because of the lighting I'm using is not amazing. And also you can again go into a lot more detail when creating the bevel to actually curve these like so. And also you don't have to do 2 sides like I did. Let me just get out of cycles here. Let's go back to Eevee. But again, you can have it so it just shows one side instead of doing this as well. But like I said, that'll be it for this video. So we've done everything we want to do. So thanks so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you found it helpful of me creating this nice, simple photography cove and infinity room inside of Blender for you to be able to use in Blender or export to Unreal or Unity or anywhere which you want. And if you did enjoy it, please do make sure to like and subscribe down below. So thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.